So we've got the real life photos of the Galaxy Z Fold 8 and the Fold 8 Ultra directly from Samsung, and they look absolutely stunning. Plus, Samsung is finally bringing one of the most requested features to a foldable phone with the Z Fold 8 Ultra. Let's get into it. What's up guys, Sal here. So here it is. The official marketing materials for the Z Fold 8 lineup gives us our first proper look at the actual phones instead of renders, showing exactly how they're gonna look in real life and in the hand. And man, that violet color on the Ultra looks absolutely stunning. Sure, the overall design hasn't changed much compared to the Fold 7, but subtle changes like the matte grey camera rings instead of the shiny ones on the Fold 7 make it look much more elegant. Wider Z Fold 8 also looks really good in that lavender color. More importantly, this image gives us the clearest look yet at the exact size differences between the two phones. No more guessing, this is exactly how they compare side by side. Samsung will also offer the Z Fold 8 in a pistachio color, which will remain an online exclusive, and we've got the official renders of that as well. Samsung has done green before, but this one looks much more brighter than what we've seen on previous phones. And here's the Z Flip 8 in mint, which is essentially a lighter shade of green. Samsung is also launching the Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 and the Watch 9, and we've got real-life images of those as well. Interestingly, the Watch Ultra 2 looks much greener in person than the renders initially suggested. But it's not just about the looks, Samsung is also bringing one of the most requested features to the Z Fold 8 Ultra. Before we get to that though, a quick heads up. If you're even remotely interested in getting the Z Fold 8, Watch 9 or Watch Ultra 2, Samsung is currently offering these pre-reservation perks. All you have to do is enter your name and email and sign up. That's it. There's absolutely no obligation to buy anything. I'll put the link in the description for you to check it out. Alright, so the main reason people buy foldable phones is the massive screen real estate they offer while still being pocketable when folded. But bigger the display, the bigger the surface area for reflections. And if you've ever used a foldable outdoors or under bright lights, you know how distracting that massive reflection can be. Well, the good news is Samsung is finally addressing this with the Z Fold 8 Ultra. According to Universe, Samsung is adding an anti-reflective coating to the main inner display. Yes, 2 years after bringing this technology to the S24 Ultra, Samsung has finally realized that an anti-reflective display makes even more sense on a foldable phone. Because look, brightness is only one part of display visibility. You can keep increasing the brightness, but you're still fighting reflections. An anti-reflective display tackles the problem at the source by significantly reducing them in the first place. And there's another big benefit. Reflections are also one of the main reasons the crease becomes so noticeable, especially under bright lights, so reducing them should also make the crease less distracting in everyday use. Sure, the Z Fold 8 Ultra is already expected to get a near creaseless display, but whatever crease remains or becomes more noticeable after months of use can still stand out when light reflects off it. So combining a significantly reduced crease with an anti-reflective display could make it even harder to notice. Now, what about the cover screen of the Z Fold 8 Ultra? Will that get an anti-reflective display as well? Well, we don't know that yet. We also don't know whether the wider Z Fold 8 will get one on its main display. If you ask me, it absolutely should. It's not like this is some budget foldable where Samsung needs to cut costs. The phone is expected to cost a massive $1,900, so I'd be pretty pissed if Samsung left this technology out. Moving on, a couple of days ago, we saw this hands-on video of what was claimed to be the Z Fold 8 Ultra showing practically zero crease. But now,
I have to apologize.
Universe says this phone is more likely the Z Fold 7 and not the 8 Ultra, and he gave 3 reasons why. First, the camera rings are shiny, whereas the Fold 8 Ultra is expected to have matte grey rings. Second, the inner selfie camera appears identical in size to the Fold 7, while the Fold 8 Ultra is expected to have a smaller cutout. And finally, the Fold 8 Ultra is confirmed to have an anti-reflective inner display, which this phone clearly doesn't have. So according to him, this is simply a freshly unboxed Fold 7, which is why the crease is practically invisible. And look, that's totally possible. This could just be a Fold 7 and the guy could be tricking us. But there's one thing about that explanation that doesn't completely add up. You see, I've been using the Z Fold phones for years, and yes, when you first unbox one, the crease can be almost invisible because the phone hasn't really been folded yet. But fold it even once and the crease starts becoming noticeable. The same thing happened with the Z Fold 7 as well. And in this video, the guy clearly folds the phone, opens it back up, and yet the crease is still practically invisible. Now, I'm not saying this is the final Z Fold 8 Ultra. The differences Isoneers pointed out are real, but they also don't rule out the possibility that this is an early prototype or test device. Samsung could simply be testing its new display or crease reduction technology inside an older Fold 7 chassis. So yes, this could absolutely be a freshly unboxed Fold 7, but dismissing it as just that doesn't fully explain why the crease remains practically invisible even after the phone is folded. Either way, the good news is that the final Z Fold 8 Ultra is expected to have equally impressive crease control, and on top of that is getting an anti-reflective inner display, which should make whatever crease remains even harder to notice. With that being said, the Galaxy S27 Ultra is getting a big upgrade to its selfie camera. To know more, click here and I'll see you there.